Dude, that's sick. That's fucking sick. Fucking props. That's fucking sick. Dude, you know, that's sick as AF. Dude, come on, we gotta be showing some recognition to these filter creators. What is going on? They're evolving. They're getting... Look at this! That's sick. Welcome, my little divas. And I hope you're slaying the day like a boss and making it your bitch. You ain't got humor, you ain't got shit. What? Anyways. Today's video is gonna be pretty interesting. We're gonna be talking about the dudes. The men. Not mine. The ones in general. Mine don't fit in the category. Okay, so... Oh, hold on. I have to cause a little bit of an awareness first. I just saw on the top of my page. It's not the pitbull, it's the owner. So, everybody already knows there's a story out there of a girl being mauled and her arm was ripped off by a pitbull. You know, when we are adopting animals and we're bringing them into our homes, I've said it, you know, before, they're like our children, you know, they're part of our family. And we are supposed to treat them accordingly. Now, I've seen videos that I skip because I cannot. You know, the dog's hanging from the tree and they're grabbing the, you know, or they're on the treadmills, or, you know, I do not walk around here. There have been dogs loose. I have to watch for little, yeah, no, and, but it's not about that, it's about, you know, dogs. How you train that dog, the commands that you teach that dog, what you feed your dog, and I mean in the sense of some people like feed them, and I know I have best friends, they feed their dog steak, okay, so don't get me wrong, but they stick it in the pan, they brown each side, and then, you know, it's not completely, but they're giving their dogs raw steak. And then when they get the taste of human blood, or, you know, I know it's animal blood, but when they get the taste of human blood, I mean, and you train them to be a certain way, or act a certain way, this is going to happen. So, it's not the animal, it's not the pit bull. The pit bull's got a really bad name, and it's messed up, because how you choose to raise your dog is how your dog's going to act or react. So, not in to cut into my episode at 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Even though I know it can go for 30, I just had to put that out there. It's how you raise your dog. But, I just started watching Love Overboard. So, I'm in the first episode, first season, so If you're watching Love Overboard, post in the comments. Don't give me no spoilers, but tell me what you think of it. Is it a good one? Am I in for, some excitement and some drama? Or is it, don't watch that? What you think? Okay. Men's perception with women is our topic. Hey, bitch. It is so funny how guys work. They're always wanting to say they don't fuck with hoes, but yet guys can be playing the game, sleeping with multiple women, and yet that's okay. We can't justify guys, but they can justify us. That's so one-sided and biased. Men too, but a lot of women are only noticed due to tits and ass. But not thinking there's an actual person there. Women weren't put here to please and satisfy a man. That's what you got two hands for. And when the man gets built up and under pressure, who do you think pays for that? The girl. When the sex either or get turned down, and depending on the amount of build-up can determine on the outcome cause, because that can turn real bad real quick and there's a charge. Is it worth it? Then you have an SA record. Every serious thing is a mark on your resume of life and chips away at your credibility. Little by little until everybody knows your name for all the wrong reasons. And then you want to turn around and you want to blame the female because their curtain was pulled open. Women do it too. Black widows, homewreckers, self-entitled, etc. and on and on. And it shouldn't be like that. Women also getting mad when things don't go their way. As far as survival goes, girls are more integrated and advanced today, and we know we need to know because we know what we need to know because we're schooling each other and one another to prepare one another for the scumbags, because at the end of the day, it's survival of the fittest. At this point, it's kill or be killed. You gotta do what you got to do to survive. And if you take a life, just know that you're the one that has to be able to sleep at night. You're the ones that have to face their family members or other people in public and know what you did. And it's going to be on your mind until you spiral out of control and you don't think that they're not going to hunt you until your very last day. You want us to respect you, yet you see us as objects, possessions, or trophies. My husband, thank God I got one of the good ones, no pun intended. But that's not always the case. They are not here to please you. You treat women as if they were beneath you and vice versa. What happened to Southern hospitality? Respect and respect is earned, never given. The more respect that you show, the more results that you will get. And don't act like it, just actually be genuine. You can't keep up that persona forever. I know maybe you've been burnt a lot of times and your thing is no strings attached. I get it, but instead be upfront and feed your lines and deceive is not going to do anything. But if you be upfront and honest, you might get a different response or outcome. you know, not every female is the same. Everyone